Hi everybody, tonight we are going to do an adaptation of street corn. And street corn is a wonderful side dish and it's just very tasty. But we're not going to do it on the cob, we're going to do it off the cob and we're going to make it easy for you. I'm doing this because my friend Phil Lowry and I have been cooking together. Even though we're not cooking together, we're cooking the same recipes back and forth. And so I'm going to do this video for Phil. I'm going to post it on Facebook too. But I want to make sure that he gets what he needs for his recipe. He did my shrimp and grits recipe the other night, and from the looks of his pictures, it was pretty good. So what we're going to do here is start off. I've got 3 tablespoons of butter in my large skillet, and I'm melting that. I have 6 cups of corn. I use it's the frozen sweet corn, so I'm going to go ahead and put that all in here. It was so good last time that I made this. Mark and I just gobbled it up. There wasn't any left. So I wanted to make sure that we had enough tonight, and I'm going to turn the fire up. What I want to do is get this nice, and I let the corn thaw out a little bit. So we've got 6 cups of the frozen sweet corn, and it's thawed out. It's been sitting out for about an hour and a half. And I'm going to get this cooked down a little bit. Get this fire up a little bit more. We've had a rainy afternoon this afternoon, and I was plotting my cooking. I've got chicken that's smoking out on the smoker, and we season that up with salt and pepper and Italian seasoning dressing, and so we've got that going. What I'm doing here is just cooking the corn down. I want it to soften up, of course, and I want it to get a little bit of color. This may take a little while. On the side over here, I have a lemon, and I'm going to squeeze that lemon over the corn. I'm also going to be using a BR Cone Meyer lemon olive oil. And if you haven't used any of BR Cone's olive oils, you're really missing out. They're great. Round Pond has good olive oils too. And I got several for Mother's Day. Got the larger bottles. Love the larger bottles. This is one of my side dishes that doesn't have garlic. You're going to be proud of me. Had a lot of time to do some cooking. The shrimp and grits recipe the other night was great. It was Bobby Flay's recipe, and I adapted a little bit of it. I took some extra bacon, and I also took some extra shrimp. You can find it online. It'll be under Bobby Flay's Shrimp and Grits, and it was absolutely to die for. Like I said, I modified it a little bit. We needed some extra bacon in it, had some extra bacon, and I had an extra ½ pound of shrimp. We also added a little bit extra cheese into the grits. It was creamy and delish. Tonight, this street corn is going to be nice and spicy. It is going to be good. So we've had 3 tablespoons of the butter, 6 cups of sweet corn frozen. I'm squeezing my full lemon in here. Got a couple seeds. Mark hates the seeds when they fall in. So I'm squeezing that in here, making sure, there we go. That's good. That's looking really good. I love fresh lemon, don't you? I still have a couple lemons on my lemon tree outside. And then I've got some new lemons growing on 2 of my trees. I've got my fig trees happening. My friend Chrissy Teskey bought me a beautiful large fig tree, and it's going to produce, I think, in a couple weeks. And then Carly and Chelsea had a fig tree they'd given me 2 years ago, and that little character is going to produce 2 in a few weeks. I'm going to have to replant some of my other herbs though, because it's gotten so warm that they've died. They've already produced and gone to seed. So that's going to be the next thing that I'm going to work on. Right here I have Parmesan cheese, which will go in toward the end. I have paprika. I have 2.5 tablespoons of paprika. I have 2.5 teaspoons of New Mexico chili powder. So you don't go buy the chili powder off the store. You go to Penzeys, get online, go to Penzeys, and get a nice New Mexican chili powder. Don't just pick up a chili powder off of the shelf at the store. It's not going to be the same quality. You want to have a good quality chili powder, and Penzeys has that for you. So we've got this almost to where we want. I'm going to want a little brownness on the corn, but I'm not going to keep you. I've kept you here for over 5 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and expedite this a little bit and start adding the seasonings. So I'm going to go ahead and put the chili powder in and mix that up. Ah, great smell. Whoop, we lost some. The dog will clean it up, trust me. Then here's the paprika. All right, got that mixed in. Then I've got about 3/4 of a cup of green onions. Now remember, I get my green onions out of my garden, so I've sliced those up. You can add or subtract or whatever you want to do on those green onions, but those are going to go in there right now. And then one of the crazy ingredients that I was shocked about when I first did this recipe was there's going to be about 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. Now, you know, mayonnaise is predominantly oil and eggs. And I would suggest using a nicer quality mayonnaise. Do not use, the salad dressing. Use the mayonnaise. Salad dressing has a different taste than the mayonnaise. We are getting pretty close to this. So, I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to go ahead and add the mayonnaise. There we go. And mix that in. The aroma is wonderful. There we go. Beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and add salt. I'm not going to add any pepper to this. And the reason why is last time that we had it, it was really kicked up. And I did not think it needed much pepper. And I do not want to overdo it, since the chicken tonight that we're serving is going to be done with a poblano cream sauce. And you can find that on the internet. I have it on my food blog, and I also have it on my YouTube channel. So it's a poblano cream sauce. Absolutely wonderful. Now I'm going to take some Meyer lemon olive oil. And this olive oil is more of a finishing oil and not so much of an olive oil that you would cook with. So I have in fact, you can see back here, I've got quite a few. I've got a round pond chili olive oil, and I've got a round pond garlic olive oil there. As I said, they're finishing oils and not so much to cook, you know, meat or steak with. You finish your food with it. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off because I don't want to finish it just yet. I want my chicken to come out, and I still have to make my poblano cream sauce. So I'm going to let this sit. So it's the corn is got a wonderful flavor, and we're almost there. To finish this all off, I will reheat it and add the cheese, and that way it'll be nice and fresh when I go to serve it with the chicken with the poblano cream sauce, and then we'll have the corn on the side. I haven't figured out what else I'm going to do, but I am sure that I better come up with it pretty quickly. So anyway, have a good night.